Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment. Actually, I don't think there's any ladies watching anyways. So really, hello, gentlemen. Welcome to Project VO Pod. I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening and such. And of course, I have my racist and lovely co-host, OJ, as you guys know.
What's up, everyone?
Jake does have the best intros. That is true. I do have the best intros, don't I?
Dude, I like that fucking song. It's badass.
Yeah, it's fucking heavy metal, baby.
Like the keyboard and the guitar work is fucking fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's right up my alley, man. Right up my alley, as you know. Big heavy metal guy. Yep, big heavy metal guy. We love that shit around here. What's up? Joel. Got to get his fucking name right this time. Dalton, good to see you in the chat, brother.
No, it's Joel.
Oh yeah, fuck me. Oh yeah, Joel.
Yeah, you.
Joel Dalton. I'm so used to Joel. Fucking. But I'll call him whatever the fuck I want. Remember, he already told me I could do that. He already told me just call me whatever you want. Fuck it. But yeah, guys. So I had a very fun Saturday night. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you should. I did post the. Joel. I did post the clip over there on the Instagram of what happened the other night, and we're gonna talk about the individual today. We're gonna dedicate a whole fucking show to this guy because he is. I did consider him a friend. He is a friend. He's just a little emotional at times, and I'm gonna prove it here, but he did get emotional. He's a liberal, guys. You know how liberals are. Liberals are always very emotional creatures, you know? They're emotional creatures. They don't know how to handle their feelings. You beat them in a debate, they get women? Upset.
Are we talking about
yeah. Essentially, all liberals have the emotional spectrum of women. I will tell you.
Not a woman.
Yeah, but he's actually not a woman. He was born a man.
Oh,
just low testosterone or something. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna have fun, man. I'm gonna show you. I was able to because he took down the stream for reasons, not necessarily because of his embarrassment of the situation, but I'll tell you why he took it down.
That was another embarrassment.
Another embarrassment of why he took it down. Unfortunately, I wish I could show you guys. I wish I could react to the entire hour and a half on here and go through everything with y'all, but it's just bad producing. You know, this is the second time I've been on a show. He has improved the quality, but he really fucked up the entire stream. That it's literally unwatchable. You know, but the part that I got attacked on, which is of course at the end of the stream, I did clip that at least on my phone, and you could check that out on the Instagram, on my story on Instagram. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and my Instagram's right there, JVarr11, and you can see the story that I have it on there. It should still be on there. And yeah, man, it's fucking wild night. That's for sure. Wild night. I wish you were down here, dude. I would have took you over there, and at least I would have had some type of backup. Yeah, I would have had some type of backup at least, right?
Yeah.
But nevertheless, it's all good. It's all good. But let's start off. You guys might recognize who the individual is. Let me get OJ up here. You guys might recognize who the individual is. RC3 podcast. He is local. He's in my area, the Valley area. And yeah, he runs like an IRL podcast that he runs like once a week podcast, etc., where he gets people on to like debate and whatnot. So he got me on. Of course, as you can see, he took off the stream here. But he had me on like a month ago.
Like the topics of
and this was our last exchange here, right?
The big bullshit.
And this is our last exchange here. This is around the time when I believe the Big Beautiful Bill came out, right? So this was a fun one. The quality sucks. The audio sucks. Right? Everything's kind of like fuzzy. But that was the last time I was on a show, and he improved the quality, that's for sure. So you might recognize him that I brought him back on to my show, specifically to debate Rob Noor. So he did He did cast it right here.
More and more leaning into.
If you guys remember,
the financial sector and the world reserve currency.
He was
We've
the
actually
one
been
debating
outsourcing
Rob Noor.
dollars
You guys
instead of the
remember.
products that we were known for.
And of
Not
course,
picking you go. See, they were.
Rob Noor absolutely destroyed RC3 in this podcast, obliterated him. But the way I think about it, and I even told OJ this, I said, hey, you know, he is a friend of mine. I did debate him once before the election on Trump versus Kamala, and we're cool and everything like that.
That's when he had the Hell Tavern.
Yeah, back when the podcast was called Hell's Tavern, right? And so I debated him once before, and then I brought him on to my show afterwards because it was kind of like a you know, do me a favor, I'll go on your show, you go on my show, scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You know, that way we can both have content together. He has a very small channel, by the way. It's not
leaning into being a
really small channel, like 180 subs, 212 videos. It's a lot of videos, but yeah, 186 subs. So small channel, and my channel's small too. So it's not that big of a deal, you know. So it's not like he owes me anything. It's not like he owes me anything or I owe him anything. But it's us scratching each other's back. So if you guys remember, and I'm gonna tell you how emotional this guy is, because I did have him on the show a while back ago, man. And the whole concept of that show was I was going to get liberals and conservatives to kind of talk some politics and stuff like that. And I had Damon on there to representing the right-hand side, and Alex and RC3. I forgot who I had the other right-winger. Hold on. That
one who was playing as the guitar?
Yes. You remember that, right? So
yeah.
And now you got him back.
So this was that exchange then. Hold on, let me see here. Yeah, here you go. He dips out. So I'll show you this exchange.
Yeah, that's right. That's when he left Alex Kirsch by himself.
Yeah, he left Alex Kirsch by himself, okay? This is like the first time, just to get you guys an idea of how emotionally unstable this fucking idiot is. This is the last time I had him on, and he fucking just quit within the first 30 minutes of the show. Actually, technically, at that time, I had a 10-minute intro, so it was really 20 minutes into the show.
Never been an attack on his life, essentially. I think that's a horrible thing to have took place. But the fact of the matter is, like, Trump is not over this because the guy is corrupt as
So,
juries have
misdemeanors?
proven. I'm sorry, what?
On misdemeanors that have been artificially inflated to felonies.
Okay, it's funny how you say they're artificially inflated. Did you look at the evidence?
Did you look at what they were and why they were turned into felonies?
Damon, I didn't interrupt you, but did you look at the evidence?
No. Sorry, I interrupted you. Yeah, sorry.
But anyway, the fact of the matter right now, and the president is that, like, I think essentially it wasn't.
Hold on.
Is that president?
Yeah. Damn it.
I did a discussion between Jake and Damon talking about, like, the is because people.
It's meaningless. It means
To you now.
nothing.
All right.
When you said that it's the greatest comeback, you have to keep in mind it's only the greatest comeback because of how terrible he did in his 2020 campaign. The bar was so fucking low.
All right.
Like,
All right. We're gonna leave it to open. No. We're gonna leave it open discussion because you're not on topic. You're just replying to me. You're replying to me, bro.
Hold on. Look, I'm gonna speak. If you want to mute me, you can mute me.
Bro. Okay, fine. That's fine. Also, you're breaking up, dude. Okay, so Raleigh, again, your take is I don't care. Now you want to go after me. That's fine. We can open it up for discussion then. So therefore, we can do open discussion at this point if you're not gonna say any actual thoughts on the Time Magazine topic, and that's fine. So going back to you, Raleigh, you want to address that the only reason it was the greatest comeback. So this is where he comes in. Donald Trump did so terribly. Okay, he's in his feelings, man. He's fucking in his feelings. He literally told me to mute him. And then I did, and he's in his fucking feelings, bro. So as you guys saw there, the way I was running the show is we're going topic through topic. His whole thing was like, okay, well, I just don't care about the topic. I want to go after what Jake said. And I said, look, dude, if you're not going to stay on topic, that's fine. We can open it out to discussion, but let's chill out here on that. If you have nothing to say on the topic, we can go into open. Then he took off his fucking headphones and he left.
Yep.
It's just like, what the, bro, just follow the format of the show. No big deal. He fucking decided to leave. That's fine. Okay, you can leave. This is how sensitive he is. Like something as small as, bro, like we'll get to that topic right now. Can you just address what we're talking about? You know? And he didn't want to do that. So right off the bat, the first fucking 20 minutes, he leaves Alex, his debate partner, by himself. So now it's me and Damon versus Alex for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
You know, like, what the
Handicap
fuck,
match.
dude? Handicap match, dude.
Let's
Handicap-
fucking tag team and damn.
Yeah. Handicap match, bro. So I was just like, yeah, dude, like, what the fuck you want me to do here? So that's Raleigh in a nutshell for you. Now, I want to get down to the story of the matter, okay? Because, I mean, like I said before, I was friends with the guy. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. When I first met him, obviously, he saw my IRL video when I was doing the Who Would You Rather Vote For over there in McAllen, Texas. You remember that, right, OJ?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, dude. So that was a fun video. He ended up finding it. He commented on there. He challenged me to a debate. We did a debate, an IRL over there at his studio. And it was good. It was fine. And then I invited him on here. He wanted to fucking go off script. And I was fine with that. And we're going to open up the discussion. And he decided to leave. And he was like, you can mute me if you want. And so I muted him. I was like, okay. And I muted him. So that way I can get my point across, and then we can open up the panel. So then he decided to leave. So as you guys know, he did invite me back this Saturday, and I was telling OJ, I was like, man, I don't really feel like going over there, or driving over there. It's a 30-minute drive, by the way, to his place. 30-minute drive over there, 30-minute drive back to my place. So it does take time out of the day. And then I got to be there for probably like a 2-hour debate. So it's about 3 hours of my time. And his audience, he has no audience. He literally has no audience, bro. So I'll be debating in front of nobody. All right. So, and which is fine with me. It's fine with me. I'm more than happy to help his channel out and get some debates going, whatever. So Raleigh, I get to the show. And Raleigh introduces who I'll be debating. And as you guys saw on the thumbnail, and I'll share this right now really quickly. Hold on really quickly. He introduces me to my debate partner, which is this girl right here. I think her name was Amanda.
Yeah, I showed Amanda.
Amanda, yeah.
No, let me see.
Holy shit, I missed this. Yeah, Palpatine, you didn't miss anything. And we'll tell you why, bro. We'll tell you why.
Yeah. So,
You really didn't miss anything, man. I didn't broadcast it on my channel because I'm in Westlaco. He's running his own stuff. I wouldn't even know how to Simo stream for his shit. So we just do it on his stuff. But he introduces me to my debate partner, which is this broad over here, Amanda. Amanda something, don't know. And she was telling me that she worked for the Beto O'Rourke campaign, and she's worked in politics. She's an older chick. She's like 40 or 41 or some shit like that. I don't know. Somewhere in her 40s. But right off the bat when I get there, this chick is already giving me that fucking, I'm a smart chick attitude, right? Boss babe attitude towards me. Like right off the bat, I'm there. He introduces me. Hey, this is Amanda. This is who you're going to be exchanging with and whatnot. I'm like, okay, cool, man. And so he gives me the mic to put on my shirt, so the audio, and people can hear me. So while I'm putting that on, I'm smoking a fucking cigarette. I was smoking a cigarette, and I was like, hey, man, I need to put my cigarette somewhere. And she's like, oh, I'll hold your cigarette. So I was like, okay, yeah, hold my cigarette really quick while I do this. And she's like, oh, I kind of want to take a drag out of this. And I'm like, yeah, you can take a drag if you want, whatever. And then, Raleigh, RC3 is like, yeah, man, take a drag out of that right before she destroys you. All right. So RC3 is already talking shit to me, and it's fine. Not a big deal. I already know RC3 is a biased individual, right? So I'm brought on here to have an exchange with this woman over here, Amanda. Holy shit, she looks like she has a big ass. Okay. Fucking Palpatine, right? She looks like
no less from Palpatine on this.
Oh yeah, exactly. But anyways, so she's already giving me that fucking don't mess with me attitude, right? Fucking boss babe attitude. She's this and that, whatever. So she's already giving me a bad impression off the bat, which is fine, whatever. Would, yeah. So RC3's already kind of talked smack. I already know whose side he's on. Obviously, he's a Democrat. This chick works for, she's worked for the Beto O'Rourke campaign. She's done some stuff for the Kamala Harris campaign from what she was.
Mexican.
Yeah, the wannabe Mexican Beto O'Rourke, right? He's a white guy, and people think he's Hispanic, which is just not true.
The crazy
But-
part is that he was doing his political campaign in Mexico. That is so funny.
I remember that shit. Yeah,
That
I bet
is
it was
so
this bitch's
fucking
idea,
weird.
bro. I bet she convinced them to do that shit. Like, yeah, let's get those votes in Mexico. But no, I'm kidding.
How was their trip in Mexico?
Yeah, exactly, dude. But anyways, yeah, so she's already giving me fucking attitude, bro. So I was just like, all right, whatever. RC3, he's biased. It is what it is. And so we get to the sitting, at the chair in the middle of the thing. RC3 does his little fucking monologue, like, we got Amanda, this chick Amanda here debating, and she's this and that. Whatever. He does a whole monologue, really good monologue on her intro, and he gets to me, and he does a good, decent monologue with mine as well.
Better know that.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to why you guys are not able to see, to re-see the debate here. Unfortunately, I wish I could show it to you guys. Unfortunately, we can't. You mean Beta O'Rourke? Yeah, that's true. I do mean Beta O'Rourke. But but no, dude. Like, in all seriousness, though, when I hosted RC3 on my show, I had him debate Robert Knorr on my show. The way I do the moderation is I let them battle it out, and I stay out of it as much as possible. Unless I need to jump in to, like, divide them up or separate the fighters or reestablish things, whatever the case is, or clarify situations, then I'll talk. But other than that, I usually let them both go at it with each other. If they make claims, it's their job to prove their claims. Unless both opponents want to ask me for a fact check or something like that, then I'm happy to do it. But outside of that, both of them have the responsibility to know what they're talking about, right? Or whatever the case is. That's usually how I run things here, and that's how most moderations run. But RC3, this guy is insanely biased. So right in the beginning of the show, I believe the first topic was on the transgender shooter, right? Transgender shooter. And so, RC3 does a little monologue, and he gives the mic to this woman over here to start off the exchange. And so she ventures off, of course, this is a horrible thing, it's a horrible tragedy, an emotional, appealing to emotion type of rant. And it is horrible, don't get me wrong, but she's going that route. It's like, okay. And then she gets to the part where it's like, and the thing with these Republicans is thoughts and prayers. They're giving out these thoughts and prayers, and that doesn't do anything for the dead kids and blah, blah, blah. So she goes on a rant about Republicans praying for the victims, and that prayer doesn't do anything. And that's the thing about these fucking liberals. Again, they're all a bunch of atheists. They're all a bunch of godless heathens. They'll only appeal to the Lord Jesus Christ if it's going to get them any type of recognition or votes. They're all a bunch of liars. Democrats are fucking horrible at this, right? Joe Biden's a Catholic, and never does he ever fucking actually, he'll say thoughts and prayers if he needs to. And Democrats have said thoughts and prayers in the past as well. It's not like it's only Republicans that do this, right? The difference is they don't actually mean it because they're godless heathens. And same thing with this individual here, Amanda, and then RC3 is also an atheist. So she's ranting off about fucking Republicans, thoughts and prayers bullshit, right? Now, he gives me the mic, and I want to start off with the thoughts and prayers things. Because one thing that I've noticed, and OJ, I'm sure you've noticed this as well, is that there's a lot of fucking weak Christians out there that are pacifists, and they'll let that shit go.
Yep.
Like, oh, okay, right, yeah, thoughts and prayers, they don't, it doesn't matter, I guess, blah, blah, blah. But that's the problem that we have. So I wanted to start off with a discussion of me just simply saying, this is why when you have people like Democrats and these individuals spitting on dead Christian children by saying, your God, your religion doesn't fucking matter. Fuck your religion, fuck this, fuck that. Doesn't matter. There's dead children, and we need to do something about it. Now, we're going to get to the actual meat of the debate soon, but I wanted to establish that this is why us as Christians need to call out this shit and call out their bullshit and be like, yeah, I don't respect what you have to say about my religion. Because if you talk about the Jews, you talk about fucking Muslims, there's words for those, right, OJ? You're xenophobic. Yeah. Or you're fucking anti-Semitic.
The only thing is that okay if you go against Christians, like, oh, you're atheist. It's the most.
Or you're nothing. There's no shaming word for fucking shaming, for fucking talking shit about Christians. Nothing like that. It's fucking crazy here, bro.
And even then, if you look at the shooter in Tennessee, now this one that just happened, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
What do they both have in common?
Yeah, both transgenders and both hated Christians.
Yep.
And this is something right there. And I will tell you this, horns down, fuck Texas, Ohio State. First off, bro, yeah, it was a very bad start to Texas. Yeah. Arch Manning did not play very well in his first start of the season. But that's a whole other topic. I'll tell you this. But this is the shit that we need to kind of call out and establish. We do need to establish shit like this because us as Christians need to kind of start these conversations that, hey, I don't appreciate what you had to say because you're spitting on these graves of even the parents who are Christians and the kids, Christian kids, and you're spitting on them.
But they tend to do that most of the time. Even then, like, look at what happened during the Texas flooding.
What were they saying during the
Texas flooding? They were like, oh, hey, these kids deserved it because, their parents were Republican. They voted for Trump. This is what they get.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there were some lunatics saying that shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, there were. Now, there
wasn't anything about, like, oh, hey, any sympathy or nothing like that. Like, oh, what do your Trump supporters get? Like, fuck you.
Yeah. And that even goes back to Destiny making a joke about pornography and dead children. He's the same thing. He's an atheist heathen, just like all these other fucks over here that say, well, God doesn't exist. Once these children die, they go nowhere. There's no existence afterwards. Why should we even care? This is a narcissistic point of view, is that if you say there is no afterlife, there is nothing worth living for, then what's the point of dead kids? Doesn't fucking matter. It's the same thing with abortion. What does it matter if women want to kill their babies in the womb? There's no afterlife. There's nothing. It's just a narcissistic, it's a, not a narcissistic, what's the word I'm looking for? Narcissist. It's a narcissist mentality, that there's nothing worth living for on that. So if I have that mentality that there is no God and I don't have to appeal to anything higher above me, why should I give a fuck about these kids? I could pretend to give a fuck. Oh my God, these Christians are saying thoughts and prayers. You bad Christians, that doesn't matter. I care about the children. Why do you care? There's no fucking afterlife. There's nothing worth living for, right? Nihilism. Yeah, nihilistic. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Palpatine. This is why you're in the chat for me, bro. This is nihilism right here. It's a nihilistic personality. So I don't believe them for 1 second, of them caring about kids or anything of that nature. Now, that was the first thing that I had to go on. So right, like 1 minute into my speech, right? Because he gave the floor to her first. She spoke for like 3-4 minutes straight, uninterrupted. I start talking for 1 fucking minute, and I'm already getting interrupted by RC3. Right in my opening shit. So now, the debate starts off by not me debating this chick, but I'm debating RC3 to start off the show. So, and I already knew, I was just like, okay, bro, am I debating you or am I debating Amanda here? Like, what the hell? He's like, no, well, this is my show. I'm just asking these questions, blah, blah, blah. You can debate me. And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. So right off the bat, I already knew, okay, this is going to be a 2v1. Similar like the first time when I was debating Raleigh, RC3, I was debating him. And then I ended up debating his producer. And I debated some other guy like on the site that was watching. So it ended up being another 2v1 the last time I went on there. So I'm not surprised that it's going to end up the same way. And trust me, guys, I'm used to going to the Lions Den. I don't fucking mind it. I'm fine with it. But I'm going to call it out, and I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to debate 2v1. I'm just acknowledging that that's happening. And his response is, oh, Jake, you're just playing a victim. You're just playing a victim, bro.
How's that playing a victim if that's exactly because from what his video has done, even when I saw it,
Yeah.
it was like, okay, hey, there's a shot of you two right there, like in the screenshot, right?
Yeah.
That you have there.
Yeah.
And then there's a shot where it goes to him where he's standing on like some kind of like podium type of thing or whatever.
Right.
And it's like,
Yeah.
like I mean, I can see him talking, but that's pretty much it. So it's just like, okay, yeah, it's you dude, grab another chair, put it on your camera, like that's what it is. Sit next to Amanda right there.
Yeah. No, yeah, I totally get you there. You might as well just call it a 2v1, bro. Like instead of saying me versus Amanda, just pay me versus Amanda versus RC3. Like, that's really what it is. And yeah, they just do the opposite of what the Bible says, of course. Again, nihilism, bro. They're all a bunch of nihilistic pieces of shit, right? Also, most atheists.
They also just bring up the Bible whenever they feel like, that's something.
Oh, yeah.
Like, look, I got you moment. It's like, no, you don't even know the full detail of what this certain phrase says. They do all the fucking time.
All the time, bro. Palpatine says, also, most atheists don't care about these children. We don't have to believe in the afterlife to find the death of children tragic, right? Well, at the same time, you don't need to believe in that. You could feel a certain way, but at the end of the day, what's the point? There's nothing worth living for or dying for if everything is going to be gone. Why leave a legacy behind if you're just going to be worm food? You know?
I mean, it
doesn't matter. Nothing matters at that point.
I had that talk with like somebody at a bar, and like it opened up his eyes, and I told him, look, what does it matter? Like, you could be the richest man in the world to the poorest man in the world. You can have your name written in books. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the result's the same. What's the point of life? And that's when I went to him and told him, like, look, the purpose of life is having a relationship with Jesus, having that relationship with God. That is the whole purpose of this. Because other than that, what's the whole meaning of life? Nobody can ever answer that question. What is the meaning of life when yet the result is always going to be the same? It doesn't matter like how old, how young you are, no matter how rich, how poor you are. It doesn't fucking matter on any of that. But what do we have? To something to look forward? Having that relationship with Christ, having that afterlife, having the life. Having like I just said, the afterlife, right? And having that an eternal life at that point.
Yeah.
Or the second death, right? So it's just like, okay, that's what I believe that has that people need to understand is that there is a purpose of life and is having that relationship. Other than that, why would you care so much about like, oh, hey, my aunt died, my mom died, my uncle died, my children died, dude, you will want the best for them regardless.
Yeah, everyone is an atheist until you're put in a life or death situation.
That is
that is
I've
very
heard that
true.
Statement before.
There's a saying that says like when you're at war, you'll never find a soldier that's an atheist when there's bullets flying past their fucking head. You'll never find an atheist soldier, man. Crazy shit right here. Marilyn, good to see you in the chat.
Or when they're about to see life flash before their eyes, or they're like, oh shit, like, hey, let's say they have just a moment in time, see like a car crash coming towards you, right? That's about to happen. It's like, oh my God, like, it's like everybody's, and it's like, okay, why are you saying God for if you're an atheist?
Well, nevertheless, man, to go forward with that, with this debate on the first topic here, I went that direction just to say, hey, I don't appreciate you guys shitting on Christians, because at the end of the day, there's too many pacifist Christians. Even RC3 had two pastors on to like have a conversation, and they were both weak ass fucking pastors. I don't know exactly. I saw a little bit of it, but I was just like, yeah, these guys are just fucking. They're not actually fighting for anything. They're pacifist Christians as well, and you see this a lot in society. Yeah. And so I wanted to start it off by defending Christianity at first, right? Before we get onto that. And he's like, oh, what's the point? What's the solution, Jake? And I'm like, okay, bro, but I want to establish that what you're saying I don't appreciate. That's it. Go it that way. So, of course, their solution is, I'm pretty sure you'll guess what her solution is getting rid of all the guns. We got to restrict all the guns, right? The guns kill people.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, yeah, only because the illegals will have it now, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But anyways, yeah, no atheists in foxholes. Yeah, you'll never find that, bro. You'll never fucking find that, man. By the way, Marilyn, thank you for the $5 super chat. She just puts the crown on there. Didn't say much, but she's supporting the show, and I really appreciate that, Marilyn. Really appreciate that. But yeah, I did want to start off that debate defending Christians. Now we're going into the gun debate, really, and it always leads to this, right? So yeah, of course. So when you have her solution is we need to restrict guns to the full extent so that these people can't get a hold of guns, etc. Right? So one of my main arguments was, well, wait a second. If you look at the most liberal cities, from Baltimore to New York City, LA, Detroit, have some of the most massive murder rates and gun violence in those cities, where it's the most restricted. So if your idea is just take away the guns and this is going to solve all the problems, well, we already see massive restrictions in these blue cities, and it doesn't seem to work. Now, of course, she's going to deny, well, I don't think that's true, blah, blah, blah. She mentions like, oh, no, well, Memphis is a high crime rate, which is true. She says that's red. I'm like, no, the state of Tennessee is red. Memphis is blue. The city of Memphis is blue.
Right.
You know?
So now we're going with the new Operation Mockingbird.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going with now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, dude, fucking crazy. Liberals' weirdness is the problem. No way to fix that, though. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But
we could all send them to El Salvador. I think we'll be fine.
we could do that. Yeah, I think I'd be fine with that shit. Right? They don't want to be here anyways. But no, dude. To be honest, bro, it's.
Speaking of that, real quick, I don't know, which I only saw clips, but Patrick Bay Davis just had a Jubilee show that had to do with capitalism versus anti.
I haven't seen it. Yet. It came out today. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, dude, one of them was just about like they prefer communism over.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah.
It was just fucking weird. But
yeah, that goes to show the liberal ideology of these fucking weirdos wanting to get rid of capitalism and insert socialism or communism into our society. It's fucking crazy.
It's like they don't have an understanding about politics like whatsoever. They're just going by what the media fucking comes to say. So now the new talking point is like, oh hey, the red states are the ones that have the major crime, you know, and we're just talking about the city. Like for example, like one of them that I live at is fucking Houston. It's like, okay, cool.
Oh, Houston's yeah.
But
yeah,
Houston is fucking blue.
It's blue, yeah.
It's blue as fuck. Like no matter what, like all the fucking House representatives are blue. You know, I think except for like the South Houston west side of it, but the rest of it is all fucking blue. You know, the mayor is fucking blue. Like in fact, there was no Republican that actually fought for that seat whatsoever. Yeah,
it's all run by Democrats, and yet Houston has one of the highest crime rates. I believe they're in the top 10. I think that Houston's in the top 5, actually.
Well, I'm not surprised. Houston is the fourth largest city. So
yeah, exactly.
Actually, I heard now supposedly it might be third now. I have no idea. I'm not sure. Somebody told me that. But
it's up there with Baltimore and St. Louis. I think St. Louis is number 1, but
even then, like, dude, it's a blue fucking city. It's like, yes, there is a lot of fucking crime over here. I ain't gonna fucking deny that shit. You know, there are certain sections in Houston you do not want to fucking go to. At all. Like, dude, I fucking heard gunshots in the fucking middle of the fucking day when I was going to those fucking poor neighborhoods when I used to walk the fucking streets, you know, doing my job. But damn, dude, like, it's not the state, it's the fucking city, and it boils down to like, hey, it's the mayor's job to take care of the cities, to enforce the laws, to hey, are we gonna put these criminals locked up, you know, for a long time so these crimes don't happen? You know, no, it's just a slap on the wrist. Okay, you're good. Oh, you killed somebody? Slap on the wrist.
No big deal. No big deal.
No.
Nah.
And that's what it is, dude.
No, I know exactly what you mean, bro. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, that's how the debate started off, right? The debate started off with thoughts and prayers is stupid. Cool, defending that shit. Then it goes into the gun debate. We got to restrict all these guns, and therefore we won't have this issue. Now, she brought up Uvalde a lot, and I don't know why. I was like, okay, we're talking about the shooter over there in Minnesota, which, by the way, Minnesota is also blue. Which also shoots out to my point. And she was like, "Oh fuck, that's true." I remember right when I made that point that, you know, from my point about blue cities having high crime rates and gun restrictions, she was just like, "Okay, that is true." Like you can't really deny that. But my whole point is that when I was having this back and forth with her, RC3 of course was jumping in. I was debating with him as well. And right when I put her into a corner, he would come in there and start kind of debating with me and asking me questions. Everything that came out of his mouth was always directed to me. And this is what lefties do, by the way. If you guys remember when I was on WIC TV, the WIC TV panel, OJ, you remember that one?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a 2v1. I'm sorry, a 2v2. But it ended up being like a 3v1, really. Because my debate partner was kind of just like there, you know, he wasn't saying too much. And then I was debating the two liberals, and then I was debating WIC TV, who's also a liberal, biased liberal about like Epstein shit. I don't know what the fuck with Trump. So they just literally can't help it, right? So I already knew off the bat, okay, this is how it's gonna be, you know, is that I'm debating a 2v1. So at another point where I put her in the corner was she was saying, okay, the issue with the shootings is also because of a white male problem. It's the white males that are committing all these school shooters, right? The school shootings, all this other shit. It's the white males that are shooting up these places, right? And I said, okay, well, you do know the population of white males is very big. It's the largest population here in the United States. What's the percentage of white shooters that are doing this? And she's like, well, I don't know the exact percentage. I said, well, it's probably a very, very small percentage, less than 1%, probably less than 0.5%. She's like, okay, well, I can agree with that. So I was like, okay, well, then it doesn't sound like it's a white male problem. I think it's probably a mental health issue. And she's like, oh, okay, great. OJ, if it is a mental health issue, why is it that Governor Greg Abbott cut fundings for mental health institutions? Like, this is her next like argument towards me, right?
Well, again, my headphone cut out for a bit.
Okay, no, I was just stating that I said it was a mental health issue. She was like, and she thought she played a trap card on me. She's like, you activated my trap card, right? Like in Yu-Gi-Oh. She's like, well, then Governor Greg Abbott cut funding for mental health institutions. So if it's a mental health issue, Republicans are bad and they don't actually care, right? And the mentality when it comes to liberals is if you cut funding for something, therefore it's going to be worse, right? So if you give it more money, it becomes better. Like that's the logic that they have, right?
But how many times has it been that, hey, we throw money somewhere, we keep throwing money, and it just seems that the problem just keeps getting worse and worse versus that it's mitigating. There's nothing that shows in any type of statistics that where money is given more to anything that it shows that. And it goes to even like the transgender. What was the first talking point that they said about transgender, why we need to allow it?
Say that again?
What was the very first point that they were saying why we need to allow transgender?
The reason why we should allow them to or fund their transformation is to help their health and that they won't off themselves.
Right. So they kept going off on that, right?
Yeah, that was the talking point.
Now we have the fact that rate has actually increased more. So we've been throwing more money at the problem, and actually the suicide rate is going in higher. Or there's a lot of regrets, like, oh, I should have never done this. You know, and then you even see like with the shooting that happened in Minnesota. I don't know if you saw this, but what I saw like the different graph, like this transgender mapped out the whole church, and then there was another drawing that this person put that where there's a mirror, and in the mirror it had a demon, and it had this person looking at it, and it put in Russian that I don't want to do this. But yet it's like feels like it's controlled and everything like that.
I think. Well, it's funny that you bring that up. I think that shooter also drew themselves as Baphomet or something like that, as like the demon that does that shit. Yeah, and it's funny because it's funny how they're a bunch of atheists and they see it and they're just like, well, thoughts and prayers don't do anything. This is all bullshit. But if you do have faith and you do have spiritual faith and you see something like that, it's like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. You know, like if you're looking at it through a spiritual lens, right? Which they're not. Which is why, like, I don't care to even argue. I don't care to even argue through a spiritual sense because they're just going to reject it, hand sight, right? So it's not really a useful conversation when you're dealing with these atheists that just don't believe in God, right? So really quick, liberals really like crime for some reason. They're so mad that DC is getting safer under Trump. Now, that was the second debate after this. During the second debate is when I got kicked out of the podcast, and then we're going to lead into what exactly happened there. But yeah, that was going to be the second topic at hand on that. And guys, I really wish I had that fucking video, and I'll tell you why I don't have it and why it was taken down. Okay, Brown Groiper. I think that's how you say it. Brown Groiper, 1991, says, "As a mixed man, I admit lots of times my white ancestors built this country." Actually, bro, yeah, your ancestors did build this country. The white man did build it up, man. I mean, that's just what it is, right? Good to see you, sir. Sorry I'm late. It's all good, man. Better late than never, my friend. And all the chatter, good to see you as well. Kat, good to see you in the chat. Good job. Jake reading. Yes, I am reading. That is
He hasn't
true.
drank enough.
Yeah, once I get a little bit more alcohol, I start slurring a lot of more words. But anyways, yeah, dude. So, again, like me debating with this individual. And look, it's not because she's a woman on why her talking points are so dumb, although it could be a contributing factor. But I will tell you this, it's just these liberals don't have facts on their side. Like I said, going back to what her argument was earlier, you throw more money at the problem, therefore it gets better. So my argument towards, Governor Greg Abbott cut funding for mental health institutions, right? Good. I said, these mental health institutions weren't working in the fucking first place because we saw a skyrocketing of school shootings in the past 15 years. So obviously they're not doing a good job in helping the problem. And it's not guns because before that, we've always had guns and we didn't have nearly as much of these school shootings in the fucking first place neither. So obviously if you're blaming the guns, that doesn't make sense theoretically. And then two, if you're saying, we just need to throw more money at the issue, I don't think cutting it would have an issue neither because that was back in 2022 and we're still seeing school shootings till this day. It didn't halt the problem. It didn't increase it. It's on the same verge here, right? And yes, this woman is crazy because she was also saying this is a white man's issue. It's the white man that's the problem. And she's like, these school shootings happen every week. Every week there's a school shooting. And I was like, wait, what? Who shot up a school last week, ma'am? Like, what was his name? Because she was literally saying, like, if we were talking about last week, you guys don't care, but now you care because it's a transgender. Like, that was her talking point. I said, who shot up the school last week, ma'am? Who shot it up? And of course, she's just lying. And she can't answer the question. But I kept on pressuring her to answer the question, who was the name of the person that shot up, whatever shot up last week? And of course, RC3 has to bail her out. She's like, all right, who cares about this? And then the producer was like, the shooter was so-and-so. He brings up a name, that this was the shooter. And she's like, there you go. That's what it is. And then he reads it out loud and he's like, yeah, he shot up a convenience store and injured 2 people and a child. And I was like, wait a second, you said it was a school shooting. You fucking, like, now you're inflating mass shootings and school shootings. And this is what they have to do. They have to inflate mass shootings with the topic of school shootings in order to make a point. And I still called that shit out. So even when she has these guys on her side with the internet, like they just look up the internet shit and find a name to back her up. And she's like, got him. I'm like, no, you didn't. Your claim was school shooters. But this is how the left debates, right? Honestly, guys, I wish I had the video for you guys, man. But I'm doing this all by memory, unfortunately. But this is what they do. They conflate stuff in order to throw you off. And it's just fucking load of bullshit, Anyways, hold on really quickly. There was somebody that brought up the liberals. I think it was Shrimp. Where was it? Okay, right here.
I think it was Bugs Bunny.
It might have been Bugs Bunny that shot up the school last week. Might have been that.
What was the guy that was always hunting him? Elmer? No.
Elmer Fudd. Or Elmer Fudd. Yeah, Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudge. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah. It was him.
Yeah, he must have shot it up, man. Gas Mask, good to see you, bruh. What's up, hombre? I know Gas Mask. Gas Mask has me on he has me on Instagram, so he actually saw the footage before coming into this stream, but so he's already well aware of the video, like he saw it and whatnot. But now, leading back to that, the second debate at hand, which was the Trump situation, right? Okay, so we ended the whole like school shooting stuff, and then we talked about the Trump going into D.C. and using the National Guard to clean up.
Orange man bad.
Orange man bad, yeah, exactly.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course. Orange man bad. No matter
Orange
what,
man
that
bad.
they cannot even say nothing of all his accomplishment that he has done. Funny, even
Yeah, for sure.
even AI acknowledge it.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. Palpatine says, when lefties talk about gun violence, I always ask them who is doing most of the gun violence. And I love watching them short circuit because they know it's the blacks, but they just can't say it. Yeah, that is it's ironic, wouldn't you
know
say?
It's
What's
funny,
up, Mike
because
Ball?
even in the Jubilee. What's up, Mike?
Uh-huh.
So even in the Jubilee, you know, with that weird lady, I forgot her fucking name. I think her name was
Jubilee?
Amanda also. The
Jubilee?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was one black liberal versus.
Oh, that video. Yeah, I know what video you're talking about.
Even they can acknowledge that. Come on.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure they can. But I mean, like I said, it's just ironic with their talking points on that. But when it comes to the Trump situation, so his whole thing was, RC3 brings it up. He's like, Trump coming into Washington, D.C., and essentially enforcing his will upon the people, right? And he looks up stats. He's like 70% of the citizens don't want Donald Trump there. Now, he gets this stat, I think, from Politico. And from my understanding of other things that I've seen, it shows from my research that the people of Washington actually like that Trump is coming in here and making the streets safer. Now, he brings up a political article. Now, when he brings up these articles, I don't want to be like, oh, well, that's a leftist article, whatever. I just kind of accept it. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever.
Hold on. Didn't Washington, D.C. go with without killing for 1 week?
No, I think it's still going on. There hasn't been murders, in like 14 days.
Well, yeah, but so far as like before, like, you know, hey, the time period went forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were happy to accomplish, like, hey, we have 1 week of no murders.
Right.
Wow, that is pretty. I think that is pretty fucking good.
I think that's pretty good too. But yeah, nevertheless, Raleigh brings up an article from Politico saying that the people don't want it, right? Now, I didn't ask him questions on the article because the poll could have taken place before Donald Trump went in, or it could have taken place like, a few days after Donald Trump went into Washington, D.C. I don't know the exact details, but I was like, okay, cool, fine. But from what I've seen, people are happy with it, right? This is from what I've seen here. Now, it would be similar to, like, let's say he was on my show and he's debating, and then I'm like, well, RC3, I'm looking at this article from Newsmax that says you're wrong. And it's like, he's going to be like, wait, well, that's a biased news article. And I would agree, that is a biased news article. But nevertheless, like, if I would have brought that up to him, he was just saying, oh, you're just playing victim, something like that, right? So I already know how his tactics are, and I don't really care. I was just like, all right, fine, well, it doesn't hurt my point anyways. But my point was that when I was telling her, I said, hey, if Trump is coming in here and lowering the crime rates and lowering down these issues and when it comes to theft, carjackings, etc., and he's stopping these issues, wouldn't that be a good thing? How is that a bad thing? And I asked Amanda this question, and Amanda just doesn't want to answer the question. She's like, oh, well, it's just because he's enforcing his will. The cops don't want him there. That was her main argument.
What is the fucking president's job to do again?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I'm just wondering. I mean, he has
the safety
executive order, so what the fuck is he supposed to do?
Yeah, the safety of the people. That's the first thing at hand. But that was my question directly to her. But I think she was rejecting these facts. So what I did was, guys, can you look up, please? Because the fact checkers aren't gonna, they're not gonna try to prove my point here. But I asked them, can you just look up the stats, please, for that? And I'm hoping that they get it right and they find it for me. Well, the producer ends up finding it. He's like, I'm looking it up, and it looks like, and he reads out the stats and the numbers, and they're huge numbers, by the way. He's like, theft is down 60-something%. Fucking carjackings are down 85%. He's shooting down all these numbers. That crime in general, since Trump has been in there, has skyrocketed lower. Now, her point was,
Trump is
yeah,
being like fucking Batman right now.
yeah, exactly. But it's funny because her point was, well, no, Democrats have been lowering the crime rate for the past X amount of years. It's down 30%, so we don't need Trump. And I said, well, it's down 30%, maybe, perhaps, but who cares? It's still crime ridden. It's still high crime. If your crime rate is so high, but it's down 30%, but it's still high compared to the rest of the United States, there's still problems there. And it took you guys like fucking a decade to lower it down 30%. That's the problem, right? So with Trump, within 2 weeks, and he reads out the stats, he's like, yeah, carjackings are down this, down that. And she's like, okay, all right, fine. And she kind of submits to it. And then I said, okay, so answer my question. Why is that a bad thing? And she's like, well, you Republicans want guns there because she goes back to the old debate about guns and school shooters. Like she's pivoting to something complete to the old debate at hand. And I was like, bro, like I'm not even talking to that. So I'm shooting her in a corner. And then this is the part where RC3 jumps in, guys. And mind you, RC3 is a biased moderator. I was debating with him and I was debating with her. Every time I shove this chick in a fucking corner where she belongs, RC3 has to bail her out. So then this is where it led up to this video. And guys, like I said, I screen recorded it on my phone. So it's a very small image. So you guys might not see it, but for those who can't really see it, I'm just going to describe it to you. At this point, RC3 is basically shotgunning a bunch of questions to me. He's ranting at me about the topic at hand. And he starts shotgunning questions. And I'm like, okay, bro, fine, let me answer. I'm like, all right, Brian, bro, let me answer that first point then. And he keeps talking. He's going after me. We're getting into a heated discussion. And then eventually I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up and let me address those claims then. And then this is where he gets mad. He's like, hey, you don't tell me you shut the fuck up, man. And he goes after me. Don't tell me to shut the fuck up. I'm going to kick. And he tells me, you told me that, I'm going to kick you out of my house. And I'm like, oh, you're going to, okay, how about we continue this conversation? Let me answer the questions at least. No, you told me to shut up, do it, and I'll kick you out. And I'm like, all right, RC3, shut the fuck up and let me answer the damn questions then. So this is what led up to this part right here, because he basically baited me. He dared me to tell him again, so I did. It's not like I care. And again, this guy gets no views. We're on a live stream with 0 people watching. 0 people. The only ones that were watching was OJ and like one other person. To some degree, and they left right away. And I'll tell you why they left in a bit. But this is what happened here, right? So I'm there, I'm saying, oh, you liberals are all the same. You guys, threatening the violence. I get up and I'm looking there. I think I'm talking about how liberals are fucking violent all the time. This guy's coming at me at this point. And then you see him right there. Grab me by the neck. If you guys don't see it right there, he grabs me by the neck, shoves me out of the fucking frame. And at this point, we're off camera. We're off camera. And he's shoving me out. He says, hey, get, blah, 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 doing tough talk to me, grabbing my shirt. And I get his hands off of me. I'm like, yo, okay. And after a while, I was kind of laughing about it, but he kept on shoving me. And then that's when I was just like, all right. And I throw my beer and cigarette down. I'm like, yo, bro, stop fucking touching me, bro. I'm not even joking with you anymore. Because I kind of was laughing at first, but he kept on pushing it. And then I told him, bro, like, I ain't fucking playing with you anymore, dude. Stop. Don't fucking touch me, bro. I'm tired of this shit. Don't touch me. But I went from fucking joking around to serious right away. And so then I said, look, let me get my fucking phone and I'll leave. But I am telling you, you guys are a fucking bunch of liberal lunatics. So I was still talking shit on the way out. I was still talking shit on the way out. Grabbed my phone, which, by the way, I had brought beers over there. Mind you guys, he invited me over there. I did a 30-minute fucking drive to go do a podcast that I knew nobody was going to watch. And I was fine with that. All right, I'm helping him out. He helps me out. That's all that matters. I brought beers for anybody to drink. I drank maybe 2 or 3. And I left behind probably like 6 or something like that. So I left behind some beers there in there. And I said, hey, by the way, keep the beers as a parting gift, bro. Go ahead and keep those beers as a parting gift, man. And he's like, yeah, I will. I'll drink those beers. I'm like, all right, great, bro. So he's walking me out through the backyard. I'm going. They're still following me all the way to the street. So I'm already off their property, and he's on the street with me. So I stand in the middle of the street. I'm like, hey, man, I'm already off your property. You can go now. He's like, oh, you want to fight? I was like, I don't want to fight, but if you want to fucking step up, we're already on the street. I'm not on your property. And he's like, nah, man, you could go, this and that. So then he starts walking back to his house, and then that's when I get my phone, and that's when I see OJ's message, and I look at the chat, which there was only 2 fucking commenters in the live chat, and it's OJ. Yeah. On the video, 2 of them are OJ and I. And basically, OJ on the live chat says, hey, man, there's no audio. There's no audio. And I was like, what? So then I play back the live stream, and sure enough, 0 audio on the fucking stream, bro. This stupid fuck and his producer, they're so fucking dumb. They can't run a show. The whole fucking time, an hour and a fucking half, 0 fucking audio the whole fucking time, bro. I'm like, you're telling me I drove 30 fucking minutes? I bought beer for everybody. I'm a good host. I get kicked out. I get fucking assaulted.
Yep.
Thrown there only to find out the whole time there was no fucking goddamn audio on the fucking stream.
Yep. No, and that's because I called Jake
Bro.
during the stream, and I sent him a text. I just want to get his attention to read my text to just say, hey, there's no audio. I send it on the chat. There's no audio.
And I'm not looking at the chat. That's the producer's job. The producer should have been paying attention to the live chat that says there's no fucking audio. There was 2 people that said this.
What is fucking crazy is that you have Amanda, you have this guy, RC3, and then you have the producer who's there.
Mm-hmm.
And his job is to make sure everything goes through. And I'm right here thinking, like, man, is something wrong with my phone? I just watched a video. It worked just fine.
Yep.
Clicked on this video.
Yep.
I don't hear shit. I'm like, all right, let me click on another video. I'm like, no, my audio's working just perfectly fine. I fucking went in there again later on, you know, you guys were still going on through the night. They're like, still no audio. I'm just like, damn, Jake is going to be fucking in for a treat.
Bro, I was like, what the fuck? Dude, seriously, fucking 30-minute drive over there, 30-minute back home. That's an hour of driving. Bought some beers for people and myself, of course. Fucking, I had to argue with this fucking lunatic feminist and this fucking idiot liberal. It's a 2v1, which I'm fine with, for an hour and a half, only to find out this stupid fuck didn't even fucking record the audio. Didn't even record the fucking audio. That's how fucking retarded that this fucking podcast is, that they can't even get their shit right. What the flying fuck, bro? Dude.
It's just fucking funny because, like, you see this video, you're like, okay, you see that screenshot. Really, guys, that's all that you would have just saw.
Yeah.
Just that fucking screenshot. That's it. You know. Oh, well, there's that one with the.
And this is Miss D's in the chat right now. Check out the comment section. Yours truly featured there. Go ahead and troll. It takes a special kind of retard to post a video without any audio. Yeah, that is fucking true.
He kept the video on for almost half of the day.
Yeah.
He did. So comment on there, and then of course he said that he was going to bring out another video, which he never did. Which you should show that screenshot, by the way, on our WhatsApp.
Yeah, I don't know if he posted a video on that. He posted a video on his Instagram saying that he was going to make a video on this scenario. But let me check his channel to see if he actually did it. And from what I see,
he
no.
ain't gonna fucking do it, bro.
He ain't gonna
fucking do it. No,
but
because he knows that he just got all this with no fucking audio whatsoever. You know, hey, he was warned, or his producer was warned that, hey, there's no audio. Stop the chat, whatever. I know you told me that I should have called you like twice or more times, but I was like, you guys get it, you get it.
Actually, really quick, the video is already taken down. RC3 took down the no audio video on there. Just to clarify, Mike says, how did you get this clip then? This is off your phone? Yes. So what I did was I rewinded the clip and I screen recorded it on my phone, right? And so the original clip was, as you could see here, I have Miss D's comment. This is what I screen recorded during the time. And I just screen recorded that little section. So this is the original one. I just screen recorded it off my phone, like then and there, right? And that's all I did. So I was able to post it on my Instagram, but the only way I can give it to you guys is through this because it's off my phone. So I don't have like a big version of it because he took it off of his channel. So I can't give you a full screen on that. But just to show you guys, yes, I 30-minute drive, 30-minute back, fucking bought some beers, fucking debated these idiots for an hour and a half, got assaulted, only to find out this stupid fuck didn't record any damn fucking audio for the damn fucking podcast.
Dude,
This is crazy,
The
bro.
only time that people are gonna watch anything with no audio, they're gonna watch.
Yeah.
All right, they're not gonna watch.
That's the only way, yeah. Yeah, that's the only way.
bro. You're not gonna see anything of that nature, bro. So
Yeah.
that's why there was like zero audience, not even 2 to 3. And I was just going in and out to see, okay, did they ever fix the audio? That's all I was doing
Yeah.
throughout the night.
Yeah, no, they never did. They can't. It's already live streamed. So it's already recorded and everything like that. If there was no audio, they fucked it up. And that's that, bro. Like that shit's gone forever. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully RC has something there and he's able to post it later, but I doubt it. Hopefully so, but we'll see. This is an awesome story, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's fucking, dude, it's stupid, bro. This guy's a fucking moron, bro. B double, E double, R double. But dude, fucking seriously, bro. Like, it was a fucking big L on my part. I was just like, dude, all this effort, whatever. My Saturday night basically wasted. But I wanted to do the show because at least I can share a story. I can at least describe the debate to you guys to a degree, to show, describe it through my words.
Well, that's
And
all we got.
and that's all we got, bro. That's all we fucking got. Yeah, it's not my fault. It is what it is. I mean, dude, yeah,
Even
these
if
guys.
Even if you had the 2 or 3 hour video, you would have had to done the same thing anyways.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, can everybody hear us? I just want to make sure that our audio is working on the podcast here.
I think they can. They've been responding to us.
Well, maybe they're lip reading us. I don't know. I haven't. Who knows, guys? Who knows? Just let me know.
Still then, shit.
They're very skilled lip readers over here. Yeah, exactly. On his IG, he said he was going to be posting a reaction to it or some type of response
That's what I was
at 8 p.m. He hasn't done it yet, Miss G.
I'm glad Ms. D said that. That's why I was talking to Jake. Like, hey, show that
Yeah.
screenshot of that. But of course.
No, yeah, that's what it is. Like, hopefully he posts it. I don't know if it's going to be the full debate. I don't know if it's going to be him talking about it and defending himself on the matter or something.
I think it's gonna be that. I think
it's gonna be that too.
I think overall that after he probably saw that you were gonna post something about it at the same time,
Oh, yeah.
like he was gonna fucking do something.
He's
I think
watching
he
right now,
decided-
guys. He is ninja watching right now. By the way, we
yeah.
know he's ninja
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah.
So-
he's ninja watching.
So hopefully he fucking posts if he has the full debate. Hopefully he does that. If not, ni modo. But nevertheless, fucking I'm sure
Yeah,
he'll
he
post a video defending
He
himself or
doesn't
some
have
shit.
it. It actually is an embarrassment in his part, for sure. One, his attitude. Two, the fact that like, dude, you couldn't even get your own producer to fucking put the audio. What the fuck is that? Oh, he responded to me. So what? Let me see. Wait.
I'm gonna be
responded to,
labeling
to-
it as liberal grabs MAGA incel by the pussy. Okay, amazing.
Okay, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess.
And I'll say lunatic liberal fucking attacks MAGA guy because of his feelings. Okay.
I mean, he clearly shows that he has a lot of feelings from the past videos that you.
Oh yeah, like guys, Miss D, you weren't here earlier in the podcast where I showed when I had him on the show with Alex Kirsch and Damon and myself. It was a 2v2 going through discussions, and he ended up walking out in the first fucking 20 minutes of the show, and he walked out
Yeah.
like a little bitch. So this is not the first time where he leaves. He gets into his little feelings and his little fucking tantrums, and that's what it is. And yeah, man, like I don't see myself working with them anytime soon because it's just like, dude, what's the point, right? Brawl, blacklist that dipshit. Yeah,
He's already gotten emotional, like on the stream.
Yeah.
Once, and then obviously from this video he's gotten emotional again, in his own home.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, like how can you work with this? And it's funny because before you went over there, you and I we talked on the phone. And what did I tell you about the liberals?
That they're fucking gay. I don't know.
Well, that
That
is
too, probably. That was one of the discussions. I don't know.
No, but I said that, you know what, you can't have really that much like good conversation with them, you know, without them reacting negatively to something every
Yeah.
fucking time. They can't have an honest discussion. You know, there wasn't any form of way of that. Hey, there's any an hominin attack anywhere, you know,
Yeah.
whatsoever. It's just the fact that
Yeah.
okay, it's political ideas. That the fact that they just can't accept the fact that they're losing. They're sore losers at the end of the day. They don't know what else how to react when they know that they're losing the conversation.
Yeah,
They
and that's the
don't.
thing. Like he has to bring in multiple people to debate me. That's just what it is. And like I said, he'll bring in people that aren't really like debaters, or they don't really know the details. They kind of follow along and stuff like that. And they're weak, you know, just like the pastors that were debating about religion. They're weak as well. And so like, yeah, I bring a totally different vibe here. I actually push back. I actually believe what I say, and I'm willing to defend my beliefs. And a lot of these fuckers aren't.
And to be fair, to answer Miss D's question right here, what she said, he also
Yeah.
said that he didn't delete any comments responding to OJ.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
just delete
upset
the whole
because
video.
He didn't respond to me. LOL. No, when I went back to that video, my comment was deleted, and I was the only comment that put that, hey, there's no audio. That's all I
Oh
put.
no, that's the live chat. That's the live chat. The live chat's
Yeah.
something else. It's the comments she's talking about.
So
In the comment section is
either way,
different from the live.
the live and everything was all my shit was deleted. And when I said, hey, no audio,
Yeah.
no audio, like I said it twice, and then I responded again and saying like, okay, like there was no audio, you deleted my comment when I was pretty much just trying to help you. And like I didn't
Well,
say anything. I didn't say anything negative.
Yeah, well, just to clarify that the way it works with the live stuff, the live chat is one thing. It's a separate entity, and then once it goes there's a comment section. So your comment's going to be in the live chat. So you have
Well,
to
no,
switch the comments to the live chat.
I just
but
switched
some,
to that.
yeah, but once it's posted, usually the live chat's gone. So you can't review live chats unless you have it set to where the live chat, it's a replay of the live chat. So maybe he didn't have the replay on there, and that's why the live chat wasn't available.
Maybe.
That could be it, because you do have to set that up yourself for the live chats and stuff. So
Wow.
that could be what it was, bro. I don't think he
expect
deleted
good-
it or anything like that.
I don't expect good production.
Nevertheless, fuck that guy. Who cares? But yeah, fake pastors, bro. Like seriously, dude. He has the show there with the two pastors having this a Democrat pastor and a Republican pastor, I guess. I don't know. And they're both fucking idiots. I was the only person who commented in the comment sections. Yeah, from what I saw, she was the only one as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what? So even when I posted my comment earlier today, that was still on the.
Oh, I don't know if you did you post?
I posted another comment earlier today.
Oh, okay. Well, then that one I didn't see, because he already deleted the video, so we can't
Yeah.
go back and look at that. But yeah, Miss D had a fucking good one here, dude. I love that comment right there, because that's just fucking true. It's like, what the fuck? What happened, bro? Like, you guys fucked up, man. You guys fucked up, bro. The video was taken down, though. Yeah, it was taken down. I mean, it is what it is. So I must have missed it. Why are they putting hands on you? Yeah. So Mike, I'll just explain it really quickly. So at this point, I had put my debate opponent in a big, massive corner to where she wasn't answering questions or whatever. RC3 interrupts, because that's what he does, and he wants to debate me now while I have her in the corner. And that's what he's a biased moderator. So he starts shotgunning all these questions to me. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll debate you. That's fine. Let me respond to at least that first question, bro. And he starts ranting. He's not letting me talk. And eventually I just tell him, like, yo, bro, just shut the fuck up, bro, and let me answer. So he gets really fucking mad. He's like, don't tell me to shut the fuck up. I'll kick you out of my house if you do that again. And I'm like, okay, fine, bro. Well, let me answer your fucking questions then. All right, just be quiet. He's like, nah, you tell me that again, you're out of my house. So he's basically baiting me. And I said, okay, RC, shut the fuck up again so I can answer your fucking questions. That's when he gets up, and you see in the video, that's when I just start ranting about how he's getting up, and I'm kind of just making fun of him and laughing. And that's when you see him grab me and pull me out of the frame. And that's when we have a big old dispute there. because he started touching, like after shoving me out, he lays his hands off, and then he grabs me again, and then that's when I was like, dude, stop fucking touching me now. Like at first I was kind of laughing about it, but then I kind of got serious. I told him to shut the fuck up, like stop, bro, just stop. And so yeah, I got my phone and I just fucking took off, bro. And fucking waste of time, bro. Waste of fucking time. OJ posted and he responded, I didn't screenshot. Yeah, I wish he did, but we'll see. Damn,
You know
why
what?
can't
Hold
I
on.
ever...
I believe I screenshot it. Let me see what I put. I think
All
I
right.
did.
Find that for me and send it on the WhatsApp. I'm going to read out these comments.
Let me see
Hold up.
here. I think I did. I'm not promising anything. But knowing me,
What-
I'm careful with it.
All right, so let me read out some of these comments. One of the advantages of the left has over us is they rally around each other and they're willing to play dirty. We don't do that very much. We infight and we're too honorable to set people up. That is true. That's 100% true. And I'll tell you this, Palpatine, when I had him on my show and I was moderating the debate with him and Rob Noor, I didn't fucking try to dogpile on him. I didn't try to fucking be like, oh, well, RC, you're wrong on this. This is blah, 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 blah. And I wasn't debating with him at all. I let them fight it out the way men should fight out ideas. And that's what it was. I'm there as a moderator, unbiased. Even though I am biased, I agree with Rob Noor, but I'm not gonna dogpile on it. At that point, it's Rob Noor's debate and it's RC3's debate and it's two men debating each other. That's usually how the battle ideas work. But yeah, these guys will hey, come on over. I have a debate for you with this chick that I don't even fucking know. I don't know any of the debate topics, by the way. I didn't know what I was going to debate about. I didn't know who the debate opponent was. I didn't know anything going in. He just texted me the night before, and he's like, hey, can you come? And I was like, yeah, dude, I'll show up. And then I went to work, fucking did my thing, drove over there, and did the show. That was it. So I didn't know what was the debate topic. I didn't know anything at hand. I just knew I was going to go over there and... that's it. I didn't know who the fuck I was talking with or nothing, dude. But yeah, typical. This would have been funny to review on Rattlesnake, but no fucking audio. Yeah, I know, dude. Yeah, that would have been funny. Yeah, I love Jake Dude, Jake Rattlesnake's a fucking dog, bro. That guy's fucking. That guy's a great content creator. Would have been fun with that. But yeah, it is what it is, man. I got attacked. It's hilarious to me, but whatever. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
What is?
By the way, were you able to find?
No.
No?
Apparently, my phone didn't screenshot it after all.
No?
So, no, it didn't.
Darn it.
Nah, I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. I've been
done
having so
fucked up.
much shit. I've been having so much shit that I gotta fucking do. No.
You done fucked up, OJ. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on,
I guess
man.
so. Come on, man. I fucked up. Yeah. No. Well, Miss D is my backup, so she admitted at least that there was my pulse.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
I just don't have it. What?
But by the way, guys, we know that he's currently watching, man. He is, because he has to. He can't help it. He's like, I gotta see what shit talking Jake's gonna say about me.
Oh, dude, I think that's why he fucking postponed his shit just to see.
Right here, bro.
You know what?
This is the perfect
Oh.
thing for. This is his theme song, man. This is his theme song right now.
You are coping and seething. You just can't.
We're the MAGA Chads, baby.
Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and
Seething. So there you go, guys. That's coping and seething. That's what he is right now. Currently, he's coping. He's seething. He's watching. He's ninja watching right now. He's listening. He's looking at the chat because he never gets chats when he's live. Nobody watches his ass, and he's coping right
You
now.
wouldn't fucking see it apparently.
Yeah, even if he did, his producer would be like, wait, we have a live chat section? I didn't know that. What the flying fuck, bro?
I'm sorry, Raleigh, but I did fucking tell you guys. So you can't tell me that I did not fucking tell you. If you would have listened or would have read that shit,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you would have fixed your fucking show. But apparently you couldn't fucking do that. So either that or you guys don't know how to fucking read. I don't know.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Miss D says, "Hey RC3, fuck you." That's a great one. She's giving a nice salute to RC3 right there. Joel Dalton with the $5 super chat. He doesn't say anything. He's just supporting the show. Oh, I'm sorry. Joel Dalton with the $5 super chat. He doesn't say anything. He's just supporting the show.
Joel,
Oh, yeah. He's Kryptonian.
Yeah, he's
That is true.
Kryptonian.
That was my argument.
Yeah,
Is that
so,
Joel's he's a Kryptonian. That's why. It's Kryptonian, right? Kryptonian blood in him. But no, Joel, I appreciate that fucking super chat, man. Well, guys, that's all I got to say on that. Now, I'm more than certain RC3 is going to put out a video talking shit back. When he does, I'll be back in the next show to do a segment reviewing whatever he has to say about your boy. Because I am here to start that war. This guy puts hands on me. What the fuck, dude? Like, nah, fuck you, dude. I'm going to go all out on this stupid fuck any chance I get. And it's not like you guys are going to fucking watch him or anything like that. Who cares? He's a fucking loser. It is what it is. I've had these fucking losers.
He has great ideas.
Yeah, I've had these fucking losers in the past that come after me. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm not going to fucking, I'm not going to take that shit. That's for sure. Let's fucking go, Miss D. Hell yeah. Jake could have crushed him like a bug. Yes, you're right. Could have crushed that fat fuck like a fucking bug that he is. And that's true. That is true. He probably would have had a heart attack mid-fight because he's so out of fucking shape. But yeah, I would have won by heart attack.
Well, yeah, he's fat as fuck. No.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? wait, how does that go again? I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me?
Oh yeah, that's a song.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I thought we were doing that. What's that one? What? Damn, what's that fucking band? What was it?
Which band are you talking about?
It's called Loser. Like, I'm a loser.
That's what. That's the song.
No, that's a different one. That one.
Loser from 3 days. Three doors down. Three doors down.
There you go.
Yeah, I forgot how that one goes.
I keep wanting to say 3 Day Grace, and I'm like, no, it's not 3 Day Grace.
No, three doors down. Yeah, Loser. That's a badass song too. I don't remember how it goes. I don't remember how it goes though.
It's more of like a slow song, yeah.
Is it?
So,
I fucking don't. I remember liking it. That's all I remember.
Yeah, it's a good song. It's a good song.
But yeah,
dedicated
Shrimp
to him.
Taco. Yeah, dedicated to him. Shrimp Taco. I won Viva Heart Attack. That's true. I did win that. I won that fight just by heart attack, bro. Didn't have to do much. So happy that you knew the song. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I know that song, of course, bro. Because, I'm a...
Nigga. I'm 100% nigga.
I'm a real nigga, bro.
We're gonna win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more.
That is a good question. What is your favorite song?
Bro, that's a hard question, bro. I don't have I don't know. There's so many songs that I love.
You had to pick.
There's literally millions of songs, and you're telling me I have to pick one song out of millions?
I feel the same way, actually.
That's so. Come on, that's not even a fair question, bro. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. I can probably give you.
I would think one would probably be from Children of Bodom.
Well, okay. Is there a song from Bodom that's my favorite Bodom song? Yeah. But now you're considering my favorite song of all time. Like, come on, dude. Like, I know I haven't thought of that, bro. I could probably give you my favorite bands, maybe of top 5 bands, off the top of my head in no particular order. But Ozzy, Metallica, Children of Bodom, definitely Children of Bodom's on there. Maybe I'd probably put Van Halen, and then the last one, I don't know, fucking. What's a band? Oh, Trivium. Maybe I might put Trivium on there. Oh, Taylor Swift. Yeah, Taylor Swift for sure. I forgot about Taylor Swift. Thank you for reminding me on that one. Taylor at number 5.
Nah, she's your number 1. I don't know why you forgot about her.
Oh, yeah, she's number 1. Symphony number 9 goes dummy hard. Yeah, for sure. Trivium, yeah, dude, Trivium's badass, bro. I fucking love Trivium. Yeah.
Badass, yeah.
I've been addicted to Trivium since high school, so
He's more
yeah.
addicted to Trivium than I am, for sure.
yeah, I was really big on Trivium, man. But that's just at the top of my head. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just kind of like, for sure Metallica, for sure Van Halen, Ozzy, and for sure Bodum, and then Trivium or Taylor Swift or whatever. You know, I don't fucking know. But anyways, guys, all right. Well, we're gonna end the show on that. I already know fucking RC's he's seething right now. He's coping. And guys, I'm gonna send you off to Teriak's show. Let him know that Project VO Pod sent you all over there, and give him a nice, give him some love from yours truly, guys. We'll see you on the next show. God bless. Have a wonderful night.